MC, Facebook Live, number 136. We've been hanging out. This thing just gets getting bigger and bigger. It's going viral, and it's just wonderful to have you here. And tonight, we've got another special guest, Instagrammer on steroids, Kenzie Richmond, Clip Zone, Salon and Spa, Anderson, Indiana, salon owner Nicole Mitchell. She's just like continues to blow it up all day long. And you're going to see why I invited her. I think she's really doing some really cool. Kenzie's doing some really cool stuff on highlights that we're going to be showing you. But before I do, she's earned the right. So in 2016, she's Clip Zone first year behind the chair, 45, 17, 65. She's trending 90 at 5 days a week. Level 4A, once upon a time, she started as an associate. So I think she's just like growing up and like just growing up and blowing it up. Devin, I think she was probably part of your lineage. And her average service days running over $500. Average service ticket 77. Haircut price, she's running about a 2.0. Referrals triple digit, man, and you'll see why. Rebook 80%, and here's the biggie. She's running at a $17 retail average per guest. You start doing the multiples on that, she's well into 22, 23, 25%, and you will see why as she starts showing some of her best practices. I'm not going to get into too much of her story because I'm going to leave that to her. I just love it, what she's got to show you, though. She graduates from high school in 09, does a little bit of stint in college. I'm going to let her get into that, decides that she's going to pivot 5 years into her life in her 20s and goes to hair school, graduates, starts as an associate at Clip Zone in 15, and the rest is history. As I said, she's trending to blow it up this year. And she is as social media savvy as they come. She's an Instagrammer to the 10th power, uses an iPhone 8 Plus, so she's right up there blowing up with, her technology's off the chart. Running just this side of 1,600 Instagram followers. The overwhelming majority of her guests follow her. The overwhelming majority of her referrals are coming in from her Instagram. You're going to want to follow her on, especially on Instagram, at Kenzie Stylist. I'm going to be taking you to that Instagram page so that you can see why she is getting what she's getting. In any given week, 25 guests, and out of that, 15 plus photo shoots. And she's very, very focused and strategic as to who she selects for her shoot. Every color guest gets that, and because every color guest is well into triple digits. So she's really in her game with who she selects. Does about 10 pictures per shoot. The overwhelming majority of her guests are reposting and tagging her so that she can stay, so she's got the basics big time. And you're going to see that I think she's one of the pioneers. She's one of the innovators on, blowing it up on videography. So as we always do, I love to listen to the story, watch the story, and then we'll spend some time with her on showing us highlights. So Rob, let's see if we can go and find her in the green room. And we're bringing her on now. And there she is. Give it up for her, will you guys? Did you hear me bragging on you?
I did. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks I know you had a big day and that coming on tonight and telling us your story and taking us on an Instagram ride. So we always love to hear the story, Kenzie, that you had a life before you decided to be a hairdresser and go to work at Clip Zone. So in a nutshell, who were you and what was your life like before you decided that you were going to take this journey?
Okay, well, I graduated high school in 2009. After I graduated, I did a 6-week program to become a pharmacy technician. I did that for a little less than a year and decided, this isn't me. This isn't what I want to do. So I was a little lost. So I decided to serve at Cracker Barrel, and I did that for 4 years. Became a trainer there, enjoyed it a lot, but I felt like I needed something to get me driven a little bit more. I needed a why. I needed a purpose. So I literally woke up one day, no lie, and just said, I want to go to hair school. There was just a spark in me that I was like, I'm still going to be able to take care of people the way that I want to take care of people. And I think this would be something that I would really enjoy, and went to hair school in 2014. It literally changed my life forever.
And so you graduate from hair school, you go right into Clip Zone. You decide you're gonna, that's gonna be your ride, uh, and you start as an associate. So I know that at some point in all of our lives, something happens. There are those definable moments, those pivotal people. What was yours? What happened that really started to make the difference for you?
When I started at Clip Zone, I worked the front desk when I was still in hair school, and I just felt like it was such a positive environment. They stayed up on their education, they care about their employees, and Clip Zone from then on has changed my life tremendously. Um, they have such a positive outlook on everything. They guide you in the right direction, they push you, and it just has literally changed my life. And I couldn't think of a better place to be
Yeah, I
succeeding.
love, and I was just in your backyard. We hung out for the day with all your homies from Clip Zone, and the culture there is extraordinary. And leadership shapes culture, and then culture shapes people, and you're a prime example of that. So it's wonderful. Now, you're like in a way different place now than you were, 2, 3, 4 years ago. In a nutshell, what's it like to be you today?
Amazing. I have never been so happy in my entire life. I'm content with where I'm at. I couldn't think of anything better than to be an educator. I now coach a bunch of my Clip Zone crew, and I couldn't think of a better way to spend my life. My clientele is amazing, and they are honestly the people that keep me going to be my best self, and along with my Clip Zone family, because they do push me to be the best that I can be.
They're like they continue to push the envelope with you, and you continue to break through. So you're a vision of what's possible, in my humble opinion. So like, what's next for you? Like, where do you go from here?
What's next? I mean, it just continues to get better from here. I want to continue to be an educator, having an associate, help grow individuals, because that is my passion, that is my why. Be the best coach I can be, and make sure each one underneath me knows that anything is possible if you just keep going.
And I know that you're in a place today that's admirable. There's going to be a lot of people watching this conversation, listening to it, several thousand. And they're at the place that you were at a short time ago, and they're seeing you, they're listening to this conversation, and they're going, look, I really want that. That's where I want to go. I want to be like her. In a nutshell, what might you say to them tonight that would give them a sense of vision, hope, inspiration, where you raise the probability that they can get on the ride that you've been on?
I feel like we all could get a little lost sometimes, and just know that getting lost is okay, but don't dig so deep, and just really find yourself and make sure that you're tracking your everyday, you're getting your Instagram blown up, just go for what you want and just don't give up, because consistency is key in this industry. And if you do that, I promise you will be successful.
Nice. Well, your fearless leader, Nicole Mitchell's on tonight, and she's saying, Coach Kinsey, she's like giving you high fives, and like I said, leadership shapes culture, culture shapes people, and you're just a textbook example, a poster child about what's possible. So kudos to you, and kudos to Clip Zone. I think you're like, what is our fifth or sixth interview with people that are in Clip Zone, so keep up the good work.
Clip Zone rocks for sure.
Well, we got about 8 or 9 minutes left, and I really want to get to the tutorial because I think you're doing some really cool stuff on Instagram. And you talk about your first key, where you're posting and you're doing some interesting things on Instagram with product, posting product. Give us a description of that, and I'm going to, as you're doing that, I'm just going to bring people to your page and show them how extraordinary it is.
So on my page, you can see that I have a highlight, and that has all of the products that I highly recommend to my clients. And I feel like if they can see what I'm using or something that I recommend for them, they're more likely going to get that product because they can see that I care about it. So they want to care about it just as much as I
So
do.
while you were talking, I just want the viewer, they're going to go to your page in your handle, and we've kind of posted where they can find your page, but you've got an assortment of highlights in your library, and your first one is product. So, and it looks like I'm counting 30 or 40 slides here, and where you're actually giving a tutorial of this one here. You're holding a product. You're saying it's a must-have. What is powder grip? It's almost like you've turned the pillow proof express, and it's just like one clip after the other, and it's almost like you've turned this particular highlight into a learning channel for your favorite products.
I think it's very important these days too. Instead of setting that product in front of the client, like on like your shelf or whatever it might be, they're on their phone literally probably the whole time you're blow drying them. So make sure you're just letting them know that you have like a highlight spot on your Instagram page that's so easy to go through and look. And I think that has helped me grow my retail sales because they're actually seeing the product and seeing what it's all about rather than waiting till the end of their visit with you and walking them up and just reminding them they get a product. They can see what they want. And I think all of my clients have bought in all the things that are on that highlight.
So when you're saying that your clients, while they're in your chair at various opportunities, there'll be opportunities in their visit. Sometimes their color is processing, whatever it is, maybe you're finishing their hair, and they're actually watching this tutorial.
Yes. I have a couple clients that love to watch it, and I've had a couple people say they rewatch it because it's just so engaging. It's a lot more interesting than just showing them the product. They can actually like see me hold it, do some fun videos with it, or maybe just explain it.
And you're saying that, I was giving our viewers that you're running at like $17 average retail ticket currently, and I think you and I did a little arithmetic on that before the show. That's like 25% RTS. You're well over 1 unit per guest. So what I'd like you to talk about is how useful or helpful is this digital tool with you not only bringing up and talking about retail and educating your guests, but retail sales. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this highlight to you?
100. This is something I push in all of my one-on-ones with my employees and stuff, and I think it's just important. And I've heard a couple of them have started doing this and posting products, and it's helped boost their retail sales as well. So it's something to give a try and just be consistent on it.
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to say, I've got some salon owners saying, "Hey, MC, please share this on my salon's page," because I think it's just what makes it so ingenious is it's simple, right?
Very simple.
So I'm counting the number of slides you have on that particular video, that highlight. How long did it take you to kind of assemble that? But from taking pictures of the product, and I'm assuming you're using a lot of the features on stories to kind of give it some graphic and some animation. But how much time did that take you to create that?
Maybe an hour. Going back through, because now on Instagram you can go to your archive photos. Not many people know that, and I just clicked on all of the things I've ever posted about products and just added it.
So I'm going to really encourage the viewer tonight, if they want to direct message you, and you can give them some bullet points as to how you did it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put you on the spot. What if we had you back, you and I, and we'll set up the technology where you can actually demonstrate how to put a little mini highlight together, so that because people are intimidated. I don't know what it is about
very intimidated
highlights,
yes.
But when you start doing it, I've got like a boatload on my page. It's easy, it's fun, it's interesting, and I think once people can see that, they'll probably jump in the pool.
Yes, definitely.
Now you've got another highlight that I want you to talk about. It's your color highlight, and this one promotes hair color. Talk about what that is.
since I have done that, I think, like I said earlier about the product, it's more engaging because it's almost like just a short video that they're getting to watch of all the colors that I've done. I have chosen some of my favorites, and I have recently had a couple screenshots from my highlight reel of my colors rather than just getting them from my page.
And you're saying to me, you were telling me, and maybe you said that I was trying to position my mobile so that they could see the brilliance of this. But when your guests see this, they'll actually touch it, take a screen grab of a particular
Yes.
color, and then come and say, I want to talk to you about this particular picture.
Yes, definitely.
So this has almost become this particular highlight has become your color lookbook.
Definitely. And I thought for sure, I'm just like everyone else, like no one's going to go to that highlight, but it has definitely upped my game with that. And I definitely would recommend getting something like that set up because it's so engaging to them and it's so fun to sit and watch stories.
I counted like 30 or so slides. And what's really cool about this is I've never seen a highlight used as a digital lookbook. And you're saying when my guests watch that little tutorial, they're actually taking screen grabs and that's on-ramping you in color conversations.
Yes.
And you're also tell me about how much color training have you had from Redken and how close are you to it says here you're certified in color and you're a Redken specialist, so you're a Jedi, you're as much of a Jedi in color as you are in videography.
Yes, I love to color hair.
Yeah, this is apparent. So the other key that I wanted you to talk about is that you're using posting to fill openings on your book with showing your availability. In a nutshell, talk about what that is.
I've noticed recently, if you're posting your opening times and your dates in front of them where they can read it, they're more likely going to book with you because it's almost like, oh my gosh, she's booked for the rest of the year. But really, you're just giving them the dates that are open. So I feel like having your clients think you're kind of busy, and those are the only openings you have, they're more likely going to get on your book because they need their hair colored.
Well, I'm actually back on your page. I wanted to show a couple of other videos on your page, but there must be a boatload of either boatload of people on Instagram tonight, or my Wi-Fi is going slow. So, here it is. It just popped up. I'm going to see if I can. When you and I were getting ready for the show, I saw an interesting. Oh, there it is, where you did a couple of videos, and this is on your Instagram page, where you're taking your favorite product and you're doing a do-it-yourself.
Yes. And that product is now a very popular product of mine. I've had a lot of guests walk away with powder grip from this video.
I love it. And you're using it, and so you're saying as a result of them looking at it, watching it, they're going, what is that? And all of a sudden you're blowing that up.
Yes.
And it looks like it's probably all of what, 15, 20 seconds?
Yep, that's all it is. It's just short and simple, and I think the shorter and simpler it is, more people are prone to watch it.
And now there's another variation on the theme too, where you're doing a do-it-yourself. Looks like you're using a curling iron, or is that, I don't know if that's I think it looks like you're doing beachy waves almost, right?
Yes. Yep.
Nice, and it looks like you're demoing a product as well. So this is what you mean by using Instagram to be a retail Jedi.
Yes, I love products. It's my favorite thing.
Well, I have a feeling you're going to have. I mean, I'm looking at some of the comments on the page, and I got people watching this that are like hyperventilating, as we're going through this. So it's wonderful. Well, listen, couple of things. You did a wonderful job. I think we made history tonight. I want to keep an eye on you, bring you back for an encore, but I think what I'm going to do is you and I will have a sidebar conversation. I'd like to have you back for a special edition of MC Facebook Live and see if we can pull off an actual demo where people can actually, I think I can make it work with Zoom.com, where you're actually showing a little mini put together, whether it's a video or a highlights. Would you be cool with doing that?
I would love that.
Wonderful. Well, listen, you did good. You got the world watching you. A lot of your homies. You got Nicole watching, and so I hope you have an opportunity to get on and actually see people that what they're saying. It looks like they're getting just a lot out of this tutorial. So I know it's a long day. I'm gonna let you get on with your life, and thank you for being on. And I'll be in touch with you like real soon.
Awesome. I appreciate this opportunity so much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Give it up one more time, will you, for Kinsey? All right, I'm going to let you go, and then I'm going to wrap it up.
Thank you.
You guys, that was historical, you guys. It was absolutely historical on what she was, how she's using Instagram to post on that. And so what I thought I would do is just take a couple minutes. It was just so extraordinary. I'm going to see if I can get my my mobile to actually Bluetooth there it is. It looks like it's going to behave itself. So there's mine. I mean, I'm going to take you to her Instagram page so you can see how beautiful it is. I mean, this is a textbook example of what I think a page is. So she's got her Instagram page. Look at this photo gallery. That's a digital lookbook, you guys. That's a business card. When her guests are either in the front waiting to be served by her, or they're in her chair and she's using this as a digital lookbook. Just scrolling this is, you talk about you don't get a second chance to make a first impression, and that the first impressions count. What a first impression. That tells me that, first of all, she's an artist, right? She's a certified colorist. She's a Jedi hairdresser. She's a photographer. She's a videographer. Her credentials are right here. The call button is there. You can see that she's got 2 or 3 videos here that she's made for her guests to watch. Those are the ones that we saw tonight, and which is just incredible, and how she's working that. And then when we looked at her highlight page, right here, that's her product highlight. And you can see, I'm counting, it looks like she's got a good 30 or 40 slides. It's flipping, my must-have hairspray, Forceful 23, hashtag Redken, then another flip. What's powder grip? Hair powder that's goes a long way. I mean, this is a product knowledge tutorial, you guys. Smells amazing, heat protection, why doesn't love, and then she flips into who's ready for pure violet pigment. It looks like she's promoting something there. There's her Wind 05 Blowworks. It just keeps going. Beachy Envy volume. All my clients ask how I get my crazy fun. Look at this, you guys. This is amazing stuff. And it's easy. And I talked to her, and she's going to come back and do a little bit of a tutorial as to how she does this, so that you can get over being intimidated by this. This is where it's going. That when her guests watch this in her chair while they're processing for a color, or she's styling their hair, this is doing what we call the heavy lifting for her, so that she can stand on the shoulders. This is what's getting the retail conversation going. That's a brand new way. That's a brand new initiative, and you got to get on this big time, you guys. It's just amazing. And then, no, wait, there's more. She also has a color highlight, and where she's promoting color. Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Savage, that's hair color. Another hair color. Love, love, love. And it just keeps flipping and flipping. And what our guests are doing when they see something they like, they touch it to freeze it. And then before it flips, they're taking a screen grab of it so that they can show her what they want. This has become her color digital lookbook, but it's a movie that people are watching. This is state of the art. This is innovation to the 10th power, and you guys got to be on this like big time. So I think we made history tonight, you guys. What do you think? If you liked what you see, I would suggest that you make a comment, and so that we can have more of this. So in a nutshell, we ran a little bit over, but I think it was really, really worth running a little bit over. So thanks, Lindsay, for doing that. If you're new to us, you're watching Michael Cole Summit Facebook. This has become, in my humble opinion, the social digital learning channel for people in the salon and spa business on how you use social media, whatever you want to call it, blow up your income, build a clientele, I mean, we're having people on a daily basis now say to us, my first full month behind the chair as a level one, I do $7,000. I did 90 referrals in a month. This is where it's going, and this is the channel you want to watch to stay close. We're blogging on it. We're vlogging on it. We're Facebook living on it on a regular basis. Same handle for my Instagram page. Michael Cole Summit on Facebook. Michael Cole Summit on Instagram. Michael Cole Summit on YouTube. Summit now is my last name, so anywhere online, if you're keying in at Michael Cole Summit, you're going to find something I think that's going to serve you. Now, the other thing is, you should be living by now on SummitSalon.com. There's just too many free digital tools and tracking apps and etc. So scroll that, study that. There's a lot of cool stuff on that. Hang out on our product page. If you're in the school business and you're looking to really plug into something extraordinary, look into Summit Salon Academy. We now have online virtual training where we've got social media boot camp and one of our social media coaches that work with you online. There's no more jumping on airplanes and staying in hotel rooms. And for like for $200 per session online, you can learn this. You can plug into our boot camp. Call our 800 number, and a coach would be more than happy to reach out to you and schedule a 1-hour complimentary to show you what's possible. You should be, if you plug in summitsalon.com/MC Live, you're going to see every tutorial, every Facebook Live we've done tonight. I think it was, what was it, Rob? 136, all the way down to its original. And this is curated, edited, micro learning. You guys, it's for free. There's just no damn reason whatsoever why you wouldn't want to be taking advantage of that. And then, of course, we got a brand new resource. We're just so excited about it. We're hyperventilating the Social Digital Planner. We now have a planner where you can plan your day looking at all of the empty windows of time in your book. Which one of those windows am I going to dedicate to upselling a guest versus which one of those windows of time am I going to allocate to, first of all, learning the different moves on social media, and then making those moves so that I begin to fill future openings. We've got our mobile calculators that really kind of set your annual personal financial goal, break it down to your magic day. What do I need to make a day to have a great life? We've got our tracking apps. There's just too much cool resource, and this is all on SummitSalon.com. We got digital tools on a regular basis that we're coming up with, so please take advantage of that. Last but not least, we always like to express gratitude to L'Oreal PPD and all of their brands. We just love your Redken. We love Purology. We love Matrix. We love L'Oreal Professional. Kerastase, we love you. Baxter, Essie, Mazzani, Shoe. These are all of the brands that we think are making a difference. Their financial support allows us to bring programming like this to you. So for God's sake, partner with them, will ya? They're our distribution arm, Salon Centric, thank you very much, and State Beauty and RDA ProMart. These are the distribution arms. This is who we want you to partner with. And of course, we are Summit Salon Business Center. We continue to evolve and innovate this way of this digital technology so that you can be in business for yourself, but no longer by yourself. So give it up for those guys one more time. Wow, do you think it's a little loud, Rob, or what? So anyway, we're going to end it tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next week.